All right, guys, we're diving into one of my biggest pet peeves that I hear, and it comes up when people talk about scaling and growing your team and yada, yada, yada. And I've seen this in a lot of VA focused ads lately, actually. And this is the advice. It's just hire an assistant. And sometimes they throw in a little bit more elaboration and they talk about, yeah, you're the owner and you should be focused on high value work and the assistant should do low value work and da da da. And the reason why this is a big pet peeve, because on the surface level, that sounds like some great advice. Oh, yeah, you step into the CEO role in that seat and then hire a VA to do these other things. That sounds great on the surface level, except that's all it is. It's just surface level. And I see time and time again clients that come to me and they're like, I know I need help, I just don't know where to start. Or they have tried to hire an assistant and it's been a total flop of an experience and they wasted time and money. And it's because they really didn't know what they were handing off. They didn't have a really good kind of job description or task list for this VA. So what ends up happening there is you think that you'll come up with these tasks on the spot and you'll just hand things off. But because you're not really doing this with some intentionality, it ends up feeling like more work. It ends up feeling like managing this person and delegating is just another to do on your list, and you're not really sure what you should be focused on instead, and then you just get right back into the weeds. So I don't like when people say just hire an assistant. Really, the idea should be get clear on what you want to own in the business, what you want your job description to be, what does sitting in the CEO seat look like for you. And that looks different for everybody. What might be high value for you is not considered high value for somebody else. So instead of telling you to just go hire an assistant, I'd recommend that you sit down and really look at how your business functions and where in those functions you want to be involved, where you want to be engaged in the business and what you enjoy doing. And then you can see what's left over, and that becomes what you're going to hand off. That process becomes a lot clearer and a lot more effective when you then go to hire an assistant rather than just saying, oh, I'm going to have them handle the admin stuff and the low value stuff in my business. Because for most people that sounds vague, and if you know any of my content, you know I'm all about the simple, practical, ground the advice in real action items. All right, that's my little tangent for today's quick cast. If anything, I hope it helped you reevaluate how you might think about delegating and finally bringing an assistant onto your team. And if you struggle with even sitting down and thinking through some of these things and it's just all in your head and you can't get it out, well, hey, we do delegation strategy sessions where we sit down and really get all those little details out of your head and help you figure out where you want to be focused on in your business and really how you can integrate a virtual admin, executive, or operations assistant in a way that makes you feel confident, where you can trust them and still feel like you're kicking ass in your CEO seat. So if you're interested in that, just hop over to our OXO services website. So auxosvs.com/book, schedule a call with me, and we can just see if a strategy session makes sense for you. All right, I'll catch you next time on Strategy Solutions and Sanity.